All right, good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Jamaican Joe. What I wanted to talk about today is how to live with diabetes and what really diabetes is, and how diabetes actually affected my life, my daily life. 40 years old, I was diagnosed with diabetes 3 years ago. I was four, maybe 2 more months will be 4 years. What I've learned over the years is a little bit mind shocking because what the doctor's really not telling you is how to really manage diabetes. And the medication that I'm currently on is metformin. Now, I'm only taking the 500 milligrams a day, 2 times a day. Sometimes I only take it once. But the key component behind managing your lifestyle or living with the diabetes is your intake. And what I meant by your intake is your food intake. It's very important what you actually put into your body, because anything that you put inside your physical body is going to have a positive effect or negative effect on your daily life. So for me, what I normally do first thing when I wake up in the morning, I always give the great God thanks for waking me up. I just lay back in bed oftentimes and just think about, not knowing that I have diabetes and how it actually stopped my active daily life. So, with that said, I just don't let it, bug me down in my daily lives. I get up, once I get up and pray in the morning, the first thing I do is get a black cup of coffee. That's my first thing. I make sure that I don't drink the calories, so no cream. After that, maybe 30 minutes later, I check my blood sugar. And I want to make sure that I stay in the range of 60 um, deciliter to 120 deciliter. That's my goal, and that's actually your safe zone. Anything below 60 is considered to be in your danger zone. Anything above 120 deciliter is considered to be in the high zone. I went to the doctor a few days ago on my regular routine check for my A1C, CBC, with differential stuff like that, and make sure that I was in managing my glucose level at the optimum level. So when I got my blood result came back, final reading, I saw that my glucose had dropped, or my A1C had dropped within 90 days to a 6.4 from a 9.5. And so understanding the 3 months time frame of your intake um, is what you want to make sure that you're balancing what you eat. Make sure that you're not overeating. Make sure that you actually take in your metformin at the right time. You want to make sure that you check your glucose level before you eat. 30 minutes to an hour after that, you want to check again. Sometimes you do feel hungry and you're really not hungry, but it's also the chemical in the brain is, still trying to crave that sweet. But you have to fight it with perseverance, because if you want to have a long life, you want to make sure that you're eating fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and we'll talk about the fruits in a later time, but you have to make sure that you have portion size of what you're eating. Those are your key component, is to make sure that instead of you having, say, a candy, if you check your blood sugar and you're already 120, um, you already know that you're already high. So anything over that you're going to eat, if it's sweet or if it has carbs, it's going to put you over 120, which is going to be making you high. So you want to make sure that you monitor that. That's the key. But overall, you can save that sweet for later, when you know that your glucose is actually in the 80 or 90. So you still have a 30 deciliter to make sure that you're not going over. Um, so that's what works for me. After I have my coffee, 30 minutes, I go for my walk, 30 minutes to an hour. I wear this smart watch here, if you can see. This really tells me all about my walk time, my calories burned, how many steps I've had. And once you started monitoring your steps, you could also add into the app how many water intake you had, how many carbs you had. And I think I'll do another video just to educate everyone on the best way of managing your eating habit. Because once you say, for me, I think overall, and this will also work for you as well, the best thing that you want to do is make sure that you're not going out and lifting bulky weights. The best cardiac exercise that you can do is make sure that you stretch first, of course, is going for a walk, swimming. Those are the two main things that really going to keep you lean, tone, and help you to manage that glucose level. Because if you want big, bulky weights, then of course, if you're not maintaining it long term, you're going to look funny. And I think for every diabetic patient is exercise. I would probably say 2 times a day would be at least minimum. So people can do 3 times a day. And the best thing is to do is to bring that weight down to the optimum level that the body can help to regulate your blood sugar, because we're insulin resistance on the type 2 diabetes. So I do want to say I'm going to follow up with this video just to kind of go over this process, because this is going to help in the near future of getting everyone on board and how to manage their diabetes. So I'm going to cut this video, but we'll definitely talk about this in the near future and how to make this a little better. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please go ahead and put any comments that you want to leave. My email address is jamaicanjoe1@gmail.com. Send me a message or a note if I need to help you with anything, answer any questions. I'll be more than happy to do so. But for now, I want to say peace and to health and long-term longevity.